Good morning, YouTube, and the internet's at large. Today is Monday, February 4th, and I'm back to record another short video. Today I thought I would talk a little bit about something that's pretty important to me, and especially in the way that I'm trying to organize my life, trying to live my life, one of the goals that I have. And that idea is the difference between being a consumer and a creator. And like everything in life, nothing can be broken down into two and only two categories like that. But I think this is a useful dichotomy for discussion. To be a consumer is very easy in our culture. In the United States in the 21st century. There's massive amounts of spending on marketing and advertising, all to get you to believe as much as they can that consuming, purchasing goods that somebody else created, will give you a happy life, a fulfilling life, will solve your problems, make things easier, a whole slew of things. But the focus is always on consuming something that somebody else created. And I think that idea has deeply seeped into our culture, so much so that it's difficult to see that as a bad thing. I mean, we call it industry, we call it the free market, we call it capitalism, and there's nothing wrong with those things. Certainly we enjoy many benefits from being able to purchase things that other people have created. And it allows us all to share, to pool our talents and share what we create, and we all benefit from that. But there's something a little too insidious about it, something that's not quite right about the way we approach it. The alternative, as I see it, is to be a creator, to be somebody who contributes something to the world rather than simply absorbing what others have contributed. And I find when I observe people doing what they do that it's very, very obvious. You can tell instantly when somebody is a creator, because it's pretty rare for one thing, but those people are so alive, it seems to me. Some examples that I can think of would be Scott Kurtz, who he's a comic strip creator, does the comic strip PvP Online that you can find at pvponline.com. And he and a few of his colleagues, also comic artists, created a web show or a little podcast for a while called Webcomics Weekly, where they just got together and they discussed their industry, their methods, their problems, things that were going on, their art and writing and all that. And when you see somebody talk about their passion like that and they're a creator, it just jumps right out at you. They just appear to have a certain vibrant life about them. They're interesting to listen to and to talk with, and they have a lot to say. They've learned a lot. Maybe another example would be Sam Tsui, the singer. When I watch something that he's created, again, it's like it just jumps out at me that this person is doing something that's just coming right out of their soul. When I watch Sam Tsui, it's hard to believe him doing anything else but singing, because he's just so there. He's so present in the moment when he's doing it. And the look of just happiness and joy on his face when he's singing is quite remarkable. So in my life, what I want to try and do is to be one of those creators. Not be a passive consumer, but be an active contributor to the world. And I have so many ideas. I'm a person with lots and lots of lots of ideas. Who isn't? But choosing one, committing to an idea, and following it through to completion has always been extremely difficult for me. I think that that's mostly personality related. If any of you are familiar with Myers-Briggs, my personality type is the INTP, which means I live most of my life up in my head, constructing systems, understanding systems. But implementing systems is neither my strong suit nor do I particularly enjoy it. So that's kind of where I am, something that I have to overcome as I try to be a creator. But I want to leave something behind me too. As I think into the future, I want my life to have had a positive impact on the world, and not necessarily some huge dramatic impact, but I want to leave something behind that made things a little better. So that's kind of my basic thoughts on the creator versus consumer topic. There's a really interesting article kind of about the same stuff over on the Art of Manliness website, and I forget what the article is called. If you Google Art of Manliness consumer, you may find it, but that's something that you should check out. I'll put a link in the description. I'll go find that. Then I guess I wanted to talk just a little bit about what I'm trying to do here with these videos. This is an attempt by me to do something creative. I don't mean creative in the sense, like artistic, whatever. I mean to actually produce something that can be shared with more people than just myself. So I have no illusions that anybody's really watching these. I'm putting them out there just to do it, to maybe train myself into just keeping up with this and making a creative thing a daily part of my life. But this is at the very beginning, is what you're seeing now. What do I want to do with this? That's a difficult question. I kind of jumped into this before I had a formed idea in my head. It just felt like that this is something that I should do and try and be regular with for a while. See where it goes. But I do kind of have a few things, a few ideas. This is very personal for me, this format. This is talking about me and my thoughts and my life and things of that sort. And I don't know that that's ever going to be entertaining to anybody else. But does it have to be entertaining? Is the internet just a giant time sink for cheap entertainment, or even not so cheap entertainment? I don't know. I'll have to keep thinking about it. Some of the people that have kind of inspired me in this and that I'd like to emulate, not in their content, but maybe in the form, the way they do things, the excitement they bring. One would be Sean Plott, otherwise known as Day9. You can find his website over at day9.tv. And he's a StarCraft 2 commentator. He started creating videos of commentary for videos. Commentary for StarCraft 2 games. Actually, originally it was StarCraft Brood War games. And that's evolved into kind of this educational training videos, high-level commentary about the game. So those are very cool. I enjoy watching those. I enjoy Sean Plott because he's one of those creators. He's got all this energy, and it's very personal. I mean, you just watch him do his thing, from his webcam. Another inspiration for me would be the folks over at Geek and Sundry, specifically Felicia Day, her flog, I presume, is short for Felicia Vlog. I don't know. But her vlogs are kind of like this in format. She talks about a couple of things personal to her, things that she's seen recently or doing or whatever. And those are very cool. They have really high production value. And of course, she's just really funny to watch anyway. But those are a couple of people that are kind of inspiring me to do this. You know, I'm certainly not nowhere near their level in idea, concept, content, production, anything. But yeah, I guess one day at a time, just keep doing these and see where they go. But yeah, those are some of my thoughts about you know, the consumer versus creator idea. So I'll share with you links for Day 9, for Felicia Day, and for that Art of Manliness blog or article. Those are the 3 things that I'll link to you. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good Monday, and I should be back on with a video tomorrow. All right, have a good day.